This is your last chance to get a V8 RS6 or RS7, and after that, Audi's not gonna have any more V8 cars. I'll include a link to the Audi here in Salt Lake's website in the description down below. If you have any questions, need any help, just ask for Landon. Let's get right into it. This week's giveaway highlight is a 57 Chevy Resto model with over 600 horsepower. If you happen to be interested, use code BHC or click the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment. Any donation, $25 or more, will give you 4x bonus entries into this giveaway. Under the hood is a twin turbo 4-liter V8 that goes through an 8-speed automatic. Fuel economy is 14 around town, 21 on the highway, with power outputs being 621 horsepower and then 627 pound-feet of torque. If you're able to, I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe. It helps out with making these reviews possible. Lots of sharp body lines here on the hood of the RS7. And then Audi is just known for crazy daytime running light designs. The RS7 is no difference. Notice the venting below that, and then you do have a blacked out grille with the Audi logo, of course the RS7 logo too. And altogether, this is one heck of an aggressive looking car. 285 by 30 by 22 is the tire and wheel setup. We got ceramic brakes with this, and look at this size of the rotor and the caliper, just enormous. And for those of you wondering, 285 by 30 by 22 is the tire and wheel setup in the rear, and you still have ceramic brakes for even the rear. And then here's the side profile of the RS7, and this is the difference between this and the RS6. The RS6 is a wagon, this is a Sportback. Now when it comes to key fob features, we have our lock and unlock. You've got the opening for the trunk. Love the Audi logo there. RS on the back as well. Cargo cover built in from the factory, and you gotta love these floor mats. You get nice trim on the exterior stitching. You do get a little bit of storage underneath as well. But yeah, this is a hatchback. Not a ton of vertical space, but it's still practical. Got that giant light bar on the back end. Love the chunky Audi badge, and then look at the exhaust tips. That will cap things off for the exterior of this RS7. Let's now take a look at the interior. Frameless windows, but they're all double paned, which is cool. Got really nice stitching, carbon fiber down below, more red stitching. It's like Alcantara in the door panel. Got more of that red stitching in the center of the seats, perforated all down the center too. Great legroom back here, got a little storage net. Vents in the rear. We also have our own climate zone on either side, and heated seats, USB ports, and a 12 volt. And the slope design does get rid of some of the headroom, by the way. Keyless entry for up front, and let's check it out. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. You've got your door lock and unlock down below, memory seats below that, more of the cool carbon fiber trim. Really nice finish on the window controls. But yeah, lots of nice materials. RS logo there, perforated all down the center with the seats. You got power adjustments with lumbar support on the side too. Gotta love the weird kind of non-physical, physical light controls. Perforated trim all around the steering wheel for a better grip. That's the RS way. Paddles on the back. We've got the RS logo at the bottom. Practical controls on the front face for like the volume, for example, your little RS1 mode, which is kind of cool. And then you can change the whole view of the screen with that little button. And here's a better look at the screen itself. So here's kind of that view changing function. But yeah, full digital, so you can customize what is displayed in the center. We also have a heads-up display, really nice trim all across the dash. 360 camera system, you've got all the different viewpoints with it. Very quick to respond to with the system, as you can see. But yeah, you've got the main screen up top, and yes, there's a secondary screen. But yeah, everything responds quickly with that. You've got a secondary screen down below, which has a lot of just practical car functions built into it, like the climate, the heated and ventilated seats, for example, your parking assist, auto stop start. And then you've got these kind of like little shortcut buttons at the bottom for the drive modes, which is very important. And then a little parking assist there too. Volume control, got a physical knob for that. Shifter here to put it into gear, get your parking brakes, some cup holders with a 12 volt. Center console's got a phone charging pad. I do like the red stitching and everything on top. And then we do have a sunroof up front. The 2026 RS7 Performance, base MSRP $132,700, $154,490 for the total MSRP on this one. Let's see how this RS7 performs. RS7. I feel like I almost said RS6 like 20 times. I probably said it at least once in a review. They're basically the same car. The RS6 though just has way more aura, as they say, because it is a station wagon. Man, tight parking lot, but Yeah, this is sad. I'll give my opinion on the V8 situation a little bit later, because it's not just Audi that's done this, it's other automakers too. And you know, I'm honestly surprised that Audi's following suit based on what's happened to some other automakers that have said bye-bye to the V8. So, man, that suspension is good. It's got a height adjustable suspension and it is very sharp. Okay, so this is a pain in the butt. Okay, we should be able to get through here. Yep. That is the biggest pain in the butt I've ever seen when it comes to trying to pull out. Man. Very smooth though. I mean, the V8 power in this is phenomenal. Super smooth. So much torque. And this is a pretty rough road. And the suspension's very good. The thing I do like about Audi stuff, and this is why it surprised me so much as to why Audi doesn't have an off-roader yet, like a real hardcore off-roader. It's like, man, you guys know how to make pretty darn good suspension, height adjustable suspension too. Why aren't you competing with Land Rover? You know? And the seats, you know, they're comfortable, a bit firm, but it's a sporty car, right? If you want like luxe Audi, then you go for the 8 series, right? A8 or S8. You get the RS6 or the RS7 because you're the cool guy. This is nice. Yeah, the torque on this is it's super smooth. I like it. And you know, this V8's not like the twin turbo V8's not. It's like got good sounds, but it's not obnoxious. The sweet spot, I think. You get a good sound quality, and oh, we'll just let them go through. Man, that turn signal indicator is annoying. I just flicked it back up and it flashed the brights because it's so sensitive. Oh, yeah, this thing's got some power. This thing has got some power. You just realized, sorry, this is random, those trees still have leaves. It is December, and those trees still have leaves. They're changed color, but that's crazy. Oh, okay, buddy. Whoa. Yeah, that was a little bit too much power. Wow. So, in conclusion, and now we can't use any power. In conclusion, this thing is a rocket ship. It has an insane amount of power, insane amount of torque. Mercedes got rid of the V8, and guess what happened? They still have it in the G63, but they got rid of it out of like the C63, for example. You don't have an E63 in the US market right now. I don't think so. So anyways, they lost customers. They lost customers. The cars didn't sell. Right? It's like, oh, hey, here's our new crazy hybrid turbo with 700 horsepower. And everyone's like, yeah, we don't care. We don't want it. We want a V8. And you look at the, like, here's an example. They have an RS4 manual that they sold. It's right there. That's a blue one. Okay. That's an old car. That is an old car, objectively. And it sold for like close to $70,000. Why? People are willing to pay big money for V8s and manuals. And these automakers just don't seem to get it. It's like, you guys know how to build, obviously, a really cool car, but man, why don't you give people, now I'm not saying like, hey, we need to have manual V8 everything, because, you know, that is a little bit more niche. Like, yeah, I think that should be an option for like some of the high performance stuff, because obviously people are willing to pay big money for it. But yeah, just keep the V8s. You got to keep the V8s for certain performance stuff, because if you, so we talked about aura in today's video. If you get rid of the V8, your car loses aura. This is going to have a hybrid turbo V6. I don't care how much horsepower it has. You could have 1,000 horsepower and it's still going to have less aura, as they say. And because it has less aura, people won't be as excited about it. As I was saying, these V8 RS7s, RS6s, they're going to go up in value, right? Probably. Not guaranteed, but probably, because yeah, people just want the V8. So didn't work for Mercedes, it's not going to work for you either, Audi.